Well, we are back and we're doing some news on a game I was actually looking forward to later this month, and that is the return of the Last Year 3.0, or more commonly known as now Forest Hills the Last Year. And of course, it was supposed to drop on June 28th in early access, but everything changed last night, and we're now back on the channel making videos. So if you want to keep up with all the latest horror ASIP news, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the notification bell. So let's start with what is going on with the Last Year. And we're going to hop over to the Twitter so that way I can read you what was there, and then we'll take a look at the early access notes. We'll take a look at some of the screenshots they dropped. Of course, let's kick it off though with the trailer for the new October 22nd release in full access. Here it goes. So what we're going to do is we're going to hop over and I'm going to show you what Toon said, who is one of the community managers for Forest Hills Last Year. And this is kind of what their Undaunted Games note was to everyone. So let's start there. So here's the post from Toons. Hello, citizens of Forest Hills. Undaunted Games here, speaking from the nightmare. We're still hard at work on Forest Hills to enhance the maps, the fiends, as well as displays, while also filling it to the brim with new content for both Steam and console. This is when they confirmed that October 22nd, PS5 and Series X will be included. Additions. Today we are excited to share and confirm that we'll be launching with full release of Forest Hills. Forest Hills will be launching 7 maps, including maps from the original Last Year with updated light objectives, bug fixes, skybox, and weather improvements. The library, bell tower, gym, sawmill, mine, forest, and cemetery. Now the cemetery, of course, is a new map that was seen with the release of the Warlock. 6 fiends with new skins, emotes, and more: Slasher, Strangler, Giant, the Spider, the Warlock, and the Dryad. 7 displays with new skins, emotes, and more: Sam, Nick, Troy, Chad, Raj, Amber, and Abigail. A brand new ability system for fiends and a revamped Arcanum system. New dialogue for fiends and displaced. New music and sound effects from our wonderful partners at Pixel Audio. Undaunted Games has always taken quality as a #1 priority alongside with the enjoyment of playing our games. Porting Forest Hills and all of its content to Unreal Engine 5.4 has been a massive undertaking. Now this is really good though that it is going to be on Unreal 5. The team had to rebuild many systems from scratch to work with this version of the engine. We are proud of the work we have done and eager to share it with you. That said, all the studio have collectively decided to move our release date to Forest Hills to October 22nd, 2024. To ensure that content coming meets our quality standards is yours as well. We're going to be further improving our future proofing of the game as we go. We have so much more content coming up for release that we can't share with you just yet. Additionally, we're working on some nice things for those who previously purchased the game, like me. We'll have news to share on that front soon. We'll also be revealing our post-launch content roadmap in the coming weeks, including more fiends, maps, and more to expand the Forest Hills to full glory. We know this may be a disappointment to some who eagerly awaited early access. We sincerely appreciate everyone who's excited to play the new Forest Hills franchise. We want our first impression to be the best and show you how much we love the franchise, which is why we're the best release date for the game. We hope you understand, but in the meantime, here's more sneak peeks of what is to come from Forest Hills, and we'll try our best to stay active in chats, but no promises. Principal Ballman is working overtime, and this is some of the images of the new maps, or old maps, I guess, in Unreal 5 is what it looks like. That's really cool. There's some also up there, the good old sawmill. So that was a lot of information I threw at you. Let's start and kind of break it down piece by piece. First of all, the release date. Well, we got to talk about that. So early access was supposed to hit June 28th, 10 days from today. And that was going to be Steam only. So the console players had to wait till the fall when the game went into full release. That is gone. So the June, July, August, and September early access has gone poof. It doesn't exist anymore. Now, is that bad? Not necessarily. Now that they're doing a full release across platform on October 22nd, you're going to have your PS5, your Series XS, and your Steam people all playing simultaneously. Is that bad? No. And I like how they had something that they planned for all of us who have played the game before, and I want to see what they have in store for that, because let's be honest, we OGs want to know what we're going to be able to carry over and what we're getting as like a thank you, especially since originally was going to be $9.99 for the game, and now it's been bumped up to $18.99. That's almost a 100% increase in the price of the game. I'm still going to play it, but I will be honest, as a $20 game, it doesn't look nearly as enticing as a $10 game. But the fact that they are releasing it cross-platform at that time does bring me a little more hope, I guess is the word. We have the original Fiends coming back, Slasher, Strangler, Giant, and Spider, and the two new ones, Warlock and Dryad, will be available at launch. So we're gonna have 6 Fiend options, which is good. They did that big reveal of the Warlock, so we've kind of seen him in action. Dryad, though, has only really been in sketches, so I hope we see more on her coming soon. We're gonna have 7 available displaced. For those of you who have never played, that is your survivors, and we're gonna have 7 maps, which is good. I mean, we definitely we're gonna have the original maps back, like Library, Bell Tower, Gym, and Sawmill, and then we got the Mine, Forest, and Cemetery that are gonna be expansions. I was hoping we would hear something about Toxic Crusader being available at launch, since they pushed it back to October. That was not mentioned at all, but they did say a roadmap is coming shortly. Now, this is going to be very important, because I feel like when you eliminate like all the early access, it is a little bit of a warning sign that stuff's not right. And I feel like we do have to wonder if they are going to hit that October 22nd release date. Now, personally, I think a release date in October is a good thing for a horror game, especially a game trying to really hit the mark this time. And I hope that it does that. I think putting the game in Unreal 5 is a much better decision. I know ASIMs that are in Unreal 5 tend to look better, tend to play better. And I think that's a good decision. I do have a little bit of concerns with the price increase doubling. I do have some concerns with the game being pushed back and early access being eliminated, but I'm still here. I'm still going to be watching the release and the plays. Now, if they stick to everything they've said from here on out, like, for example, we get to find out what us OG players again, we get that roadmap in, say, July, we have an idea what is going on with Toxic Crusader before the launch of the game, and they hit that target, I think we could be in for something special. I think the last year was always a game that had potential, but it also always was horrifically one-sided, and I think that needs to change, and I hope it does. But I don't know. I really was excited to dive in at the end of the month, really digged into what we had coming with the last year 3.0, but apparently that is not going to happen, and we're all going to be live together in October. Now, I will be buying the game still. Hopefully we see something really awesome, and that the game finally lives up to all the potential I've thought the last year always had. I want to hear your thoughts, though, in the comments below. What do you think of all the news that dropped last evening about the last year being pushed? Do you want to consider it pushed, or do you just want to consider it like they eliminated the early access? Because I guess the game was always going to be coming into full release in October when console joined us. I don't know. I'm a little torn on this one. I want to hear your thoughts, though, so maybe you can help me make up my mind. We have a really good dialogue about this. As always, thank you for watching, and later, mates.